welcome to Fire Prevention Corner. My name is Ryan McTaggart. I'm a firefighter and fire prevention officer here at Guelph Eramosa Fire Rescue. As you can see, we've got a very busy day here at the fire station. It's our Emergency Preparedness Week open house. This is the week where we invite different agencies throughout the county and region, whether it be paramedic, police, the Electrical Safety Authority, Red Cross, the military, and many different agencies, so we can get you informed about how to be emergency prepared in your home for such things as fires and ice storms and power outages, floods. The big take-home message you're going to find today as we talk to these different people is to be prepared with your family for 72 hours of an emergency. From a power outage, whether you need food or a backup generator, to a fire, whether you might need additional clothing, medications, or somewhere to stay for the few nights. Please join me as we go out and about in our fire hall, open house, practicing and maintaining emergency preparedness for your family. Hi, Ryan McTaggart here again at Emergency Preparedness Week of Station 20. We've run into one of our favorite guests here at the fire hall, Mayor Chris White of Guelph Eramosa. Mr. Mayor, you have a few words for the firefighters and the other agencies here?
Yes, I just wanted to thank the fire department for the fine work that they do in general and putting on this event today. You've really got a lot of different stuff here. You got the Army, you got the OPP, and you've got a lot of stuff for the children so that they can get educated in fire safety. And it's good to see the turnout in the public. They appreciate the work that you do, and it's great to have an opportunity to get everybody together and take a look at the as I say, the fine work you do and the extraction from motor vehicle accidents and stuff like that, because I'm not sure that everybody's aware of all the stuff that's on your plate. You think traditionally around fires, but these days I think the majority of your calls are probably medical and road. So it's certainly a much more diversified career than it used to be in the past. So we're thrilled you're here, and we're very pleased that you put on this event. I want to thank you on behalf of council.
Absolutely, Mr. Mayor. I think you said it right, where the fire department isn't strictly just putting water on fire anymore. There are the medicals, there are the car accidents, and on behalf of Station 20, we want to thank you for your support and council as well.
Well, thank you very much.
I'm with Roy Birch from Guelph Hydro. Roy, what can you tell me from Guelph Hydro about emergency preparedness for your customers?
Well, one of the big things is we try and keep customers aware that if the power lines do come down in an emergency, to stay away from them. And so we spend as much time training first responders like yourself the hazards of being around live electricity as we do our customers.
Right now I'm with Matt Wildeboer of the Red Cross. Matt, what can the Red Cross provide to give people the education for Emergency Preparedness Week?
Well, with us at the Red Cross, we do a lot of standard first aid and CPR training. We do a lot of babysitting training as well. And locally, we get called for response to personal disasters, things such as floods and house fires, and we then provide 72 hours worth of emergency relief for families.
We're here now with Denise Boyd Dunlop from Wellington County Emergency Preparedness. Denise, what does the county do to help its citizens prepare for emergencies?
We talk to our residents about being ready for 72 hours. So having that 72-hour kit where you have enough food and water for yourself, your family, and your pets for 72 hours. So that's 3 days, and then at that point, the municipality will be able to come in and help prepare and help take care of your needs at that time.
We're now here with Dwight Dyke from the Electrical Safety Authority. Dwight, what is the take-home message for our residents today in terms of electrical safety for Emergency Preparedness Week?
Well, we came here today with the intent of helping out with the installation of temporary generators in homes. During the last recent ice storm we had in December, there was a number of temporary generators that were installed, some of them not following the proper codes and regulations. And as a result, many hazards were created within the homes trying to get their systems up and running without the proper installation.
We've got the military here with us. We're very lucky to have from the 11th Field Regiment here in Guelph, Master Bombardier Chris Haynes has joined us. Chris, can you tell us what the military does to prepare for emergencies and how the military here in Canada helps the residents of Guelph in emergencies as well?
Sure. So our unit will support the local government. So maybe the mayor of, say, Toronto will ask for some assistance. Maybe they see that a flood or an ice storm is coming up, and they'll ask for volunteers. So as in the ice storm, the reservists went out to Toronto they got called up. So we had a fan out list, and as soon as our unit got called out there, we just sent some people over to start help shoveling. So that way we support our local civilians in town.
Here we are once again in Emergency Preparedness Week. We've come across one of my fellow firefighters, Captain Bernie Liebig, Head Fire Prevention Officer here at Guelph Eramosa Fire Rescue. Bernie, what is the big take-home message for families in being fire safe this year?
Thanks, Ryan. Big message today is to be prepared. We want the residents to be prepared today and to develop and practice a home fire escape plan. And it's very simple to do on the fire side. You can ask your local fire department for a roadmap to making one of these plans. Very, very simple. And I have one right in front of me here, and you just have to fill it out with your family so everybody knows what to do in case they have a fire emergency at home. And so that's pretty well. Just to be prepared for any kind of emergencies, and this certainly will help. One of the things you could look at, definitely when you make your plan, is to have a meeting place once you're outside your home. Find that a lot of people tend to want to go back into their homes, but we're recommending no, that they step outside and have a meeting place and have a head count of their family.
We have a very special demonstration now. I'm with Auxiliary Sergeant Brad Hull, the OPP, and you've got a very unique demonstration for people in vehicle safety?
Yes, we do. This is the OPP's rollover simulator, and it's designed to show what happens if a vehicle happens to roll over when it's traveling at about 40 kilometers an hour. So it's not a very fast crash, and vehicles do roll over at 40. So it's a very graphic demonstration of what happens and why it's important to be wearing seatbelts.
And what we're going to see today is simulating people inside the vehicle without their seatbelts on.
That is correct. So we have Dad, who is in the front seat, and he does not have his seatbelt on. We have a baby in a child seat, but again, the baby is not strapped into the child seat. And we have a dog as well, who again is not strapped in, and we're going to see what happens when the vehicle rolls over.
Okay, so here we go. This is the OPP vehicle rollover demonstration. And if you can tell us what's going on as we see it.
Yep, so we've got the vehicle already rolling, and we can see that the child has already fallen out. Dad is now fallen out as well. And the dog, I'm not sure where the dog has gone. It could be bouncing around inside the vehicle, or it might have actually gone out the other side. So it's very clear to see how quickly and how easily, if you're not belted in and your vehicle happens to roll over, you can be outside with that vehicle and very badly injured or fatally injured if you are not wearing your seatbelt in that type of an instance.
Like I said, this is a controlled environment, but this could be upside down in a ditch in 3 feet of snow during a blizzard at the same time. It's having anything loose in your car tied down. You don't want anything flying around your vehicle in the event of a crash. You can see behind me, the firefighters now are using the jaws of life to remove the car. What they want to do is they want to take the car away from the patient as gently as possible, keeping in mind spinal injuries and any internal bleeding of the patient. The object of all car accidents is to remove the car from the patient. So you can see in a matter of about 10 minutes, we've got all 4 doors off that car. Now, if we had 4 patients in that vehicle, we'd have pretty good access to those patients. But like I said, this is very controlled. The car's on its wheels. We're in a dry environment. There's no weather or anything like that happening. There's no fire, which is also a possibility. We're all from this fire department. Yep. We're going to give you a little demonstration of what would happen during the crash with the airbags. I don't know if anybody's seen an airbag go off. It's going to be a little loud, so you might want to plug your ears. Now, for all you parents out there, we're going to show you what could happen with your child in the front seat and an airbag.